Okay, so welcome all for week zero's live doubt solving session. So we will be solving assignment zero for the course of The Joy of Computing Using Python. This course is conducted on Swayam platform by Professor Sudarshan Iyengar, and I will be your TA. My name is Indrani. I am from IIT Bombay, and we will be meeting every week to solve previous year's assignment. Since it is first week of the course on Swayam platform, we will be solving assignment 0 today. But this will be like tutorial session for all of you, where we will solve the assignments together. I will be working out everything along with you. So this will be a sort of tutorial rather than doubt solving. But if you have any doubts, you can ask in the chat box. So without further ado, let's begin. So these are the questions from last year's or last run of the course, which was in last semester. So this is assignment 0. It has some simple mathematical questions, some high school maths. So it will be good revision of concepts for everyone. So what strategy we will be following is, we will try to break down what is given in the question and what is to be found out first. And then we'll try to find the answers using different formulae. So this is the first question. Let's read out the first question to understand what information is given and what is being asked. So a first question goes like, the area of a circle A is the sum of the areas of two small circles, one with diameter 10 centimeter and diameter 24 centimeter. Yeah. So we have first diameter as 10 centimeter, so first radius would be 5 centimeter, and the second radius would be 24 by 2, 12 centimeter. So area of circle A is sum of the areas of smaller circles. So if radius of circle A is capital R, then area of circle A would be pi capital R square, which will be sum of the areas of these two. That means pi R1 square plus pi R2 square, which is pi R1 square plus R2 square, right? So we have simplified a capital R square is sum of R1 square plus R2 square, which is 5 square 25 plus 12 square 144, which comes to 169. So R square is 169, which gives us radius of 13 centimeter. So we have found the radius of circle R. So that means diameter would be 26 centimeter, which is option B here. So here we have tried to process the given information, tried to interpret what information is given, and then applied simple formulae to find the answer. So let's move on to question 2. A couple of dice are thrown together. What will be the probability of getting the same number on both the dice? So we are asked probability of getting the same number on both the dice. So let's list all the possible outcomes of throwing two dice together. Right? So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Similarly, 2, 1, 2, 2 till 2, 6. And 3, 1 till 3, 6. Okay? And so on. 6, 1 to 6, 6. So these are total 6 outcomes. 6 outcomes. And here also 4, 1, 5, 1. Total of 6 outcomes, which will give us total 30 6 sample cases. Now we have to count. So simple formula for probability givens: what are the desirable output divided by our sample space. So our sample space consists of 36 cases, and let's see what our desirable outcomes are. So we are supposed to find the probability of getting same number on both the dice. That means both the numbers should be same. Just like here, this 1 1, 2 2. Similarly, we will have 3 3. Here we will have 4 comma 4. Here we will have 5 comma 5, and this 6 comma 6. Let's count them: 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. So our desired outcomes are 6 in number out of 36. So probability P would be 6 divided by 36, which will be 1 by 6. Right? This is option number 1, 1 by 6. So let's move on to question number 3. The sum of first 10 odd natural numbers is. So first 10 odd natural numbers. Okay, so we have to process the input data. We have asked to find the odd natural numbers, and we are supposed to add first 10 odd natural numbers, right? So let us start with listing down all the natural numbers, and we'll stop when our count is 10. So 1 3 5 7 9 11 13 15 17 19. So we are done with the all 10 natural numbers. So we'll try to add them together. So this is 9, this is 18, gives us 27, this is 14, this is 38 and 15. Okay, so we'll try to add these three numbers. So the answer is 100. Yeah. Let's move on to question number 4. What is the smallest number divisible by both 18 and 57? So we are supposed to find HCF of these numbers, 18 and LCM of these numbers, LCM of 18 and 57. So let's try doing factorization of both 18 and 57. So 2 into 9, which is 2 into 3 into 3, and 57 would be divisible by 3 into 19. So let us try to let's try to calculate the LCM here. So 2 comma 3 comma 19. So it should give the so let's try to find the answer of 6. So the answer is 342. That is option number D. Now moving on to next question, that is question 5. The total numbers of factors any prime number has. So we have to first try to understand what are the factors of prime number. So what is the definition of prime number? Any number which is divisible by only itself and 1 are the prime number. So say for example 7 is prime number, so its factors, when we try to factorization, it will be 1 into 7. Since 7 is not divisible by any other number but 7, its factors would be 1 and 7. So this gives us the count of 2. So any prime number will have 2 factors. So it will be, answer will be B. Let's move on to next question. We are asked to find the HCF of 12 and 18. Yeah? So let's again try to factorize 12. That is 2 into 6, which is 2 into 3. So 2 and 2 comma 2 comma 3 are the factors for 12. Now let's try to find the factors of 18. 2 into 9, so 2 comma 3 comma 3 is 9. So the factors are 2 comma 3 comma 9. So the common factors are 2 and 3. So therefore HCF would be 2 into 3, 6, which is the answer here, 6. Yeah. So moving on to next question. If 2 dice are thrown together, what is the probability of getting an even number on both the dice? Right? So again, like previously we had noted down all the sample spaces. In the same way, we will try to write down the sample spaces quickly. 1, 4, 1, 5 and 1, 6. So these are 6. Then again 2, 1 and so on till 2, 6. Total sample 6. Again 3, 1 till 3, 6. Total 6. From 4, 1 to 4, 6. Total 6. 5, 1 to 5, 6, and then lastly 6, 6 to 6, 1 to 6, 6. Total 6 samples. So this is our sample space consisting of 36 cases. So each value, like we are variating value of first dice, that is 1 and then 1 to 6 values, then 2, then 1 to 6 value. Likewise, there will be 6 values in each of the rows, right? So we are total having 36 values of the all possibilities listed. So now we are supposed to find how many of these out of these 36 cases, how many will have same number on both the dices. Like here 1, 1 is the same number. Similarly 2, 2 would be same number on both the dices. Here 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. So let's again count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6. So here again the cases are 1/6. Oh sorry, we are asked to find getting the even number on both the sides. I'm so sorry. So even number on, let's calculate even number on both the slides, sample spaces. So there will be no sample case, desirable case in this row, as one of the dice is having number 1, which is odd number. Similarly, we will discard these 6 sample cases because one of the dice is having odd number 3 for all the 6 cases. Similarly, the 5 wala row will go. Now we want to calculate even number on both the dices. Okay, so 2, 2, then similarly 2, 4 and 2, 6. So 3 cases for this row. Similarly 4, 2, 4, 4 and 4, 6. 3 cases for this row, and 6, 2, 6, 4 and 6, 6. 3 cases for this row. So we have total 9 cases. So for our solution the P will be number of desirable cases, that is 9, over the total sample space, that is 36, which is 1/4. So answer is this particular option. So let's move on to question 8. So question 8 says, if a number between 1 and 30 is chosen at random, what is the probability of getting a prime number? Okay, so here our sample space will be numbers from 1 to 30. That means the sample size would be 30. So total possible cases would be 30, any number between 1 to 30. Now what is our desirable cases? Desirable cases are the prime numbers between 1 to 30. So let's try to list all the prime numbers between 1 to 30. Okay. So first prime number would be 2, then 3, 5, 7, 9, not 9, 9. So somehow I am thinking about the prime numbers. 3, 5, 7, 9, then 11, then 13, then 17 and 19. So let's check once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So we have how many numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 divided by 30, which will give us okay, I think I'm making some mistake here. Let's go through the prime number list once again. 2, 3, not 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 13, 15, 16 gone, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we are supposed to count till 30, right? I somehow stopped at 20. Yeah. So 19, then 21, 22, 23, then 29. So yeah, 2 number in the 20s. So now our desirable sample space has become 3 and 10. So it is 1/3. Yes. Now we are not making any mistake because the answer we are getting is part of the options. So yeah. So just pay attention to what is asked. Okay, don't we stopped at 20. We stopped counting the prime numbers at 20, but we were supposed to go till 30. So that's why the answer which we were getting were not the part of the options only. Yeah, so we found the correct answer, which was 1/3. So moving on to question 9. Question 9 says, if the radius has doubled, the area of circle will be. So we have to find what will be the impact on the area if we double the radius. So formula for the area is pi r square. So if r becomes 2r, that means 2r, we have to do 2r the whole square, which will be 4 pi r square. So pi r square is 4 times the pi r square, right? So the new area will be 4 times, which is the 4 times. So this will be the correct answer. Yeah. So coming to the last question for today's session, question 10. If the perimeter of the circle is equal to that of square, so perimeter of circle is equal to perimeter of the square, then ratio of their areas is being asked here. So let's try to list the formulae to be used first. Okay, so perimeter of circle is nothing but circumference. Circumference formula is 2 pi r, right? And perimeter of square is 4 into side, right? So now we know that perimeter of the circle is equal to that of square. So 2 pi r will be equal to 4a somehow. Then ratio of area of circle to square is being asked. Okay, so let's get the ratio of r by a, 4 by 2 pi, which will be 2 by pi. So r by a. Now we are asked ratio of their areas, right? So formula for area of circle is pi r square, and formula for area of square is a square, right? So to convert this r by a into ratio of their areas, what we will do is we'll try to square it, okay? Because here pi r square and 4a, so we will square this first, so it will be 4 into pi square, and now we will multiply the denominator with pi, right? So it will become pi r square divided by a square, pi multiplied by 4 divided by pi square. So simplified, it will be 4 divided by pi, which will be 4 divided by 22 by 7, which will be 11, 14 by 11. 14 is to 11, which is option B here. So we have found the formula. What we did was we found the ratio of r by a and then converted that ratio to formula of respective areas. Like the area of circle is pi r square and area of square is a square. So we tried to square that and then multiply the denominator with the pi to get the final ratio. So but what was the motive behind, since the course is focusing on programming, we are supposed to learn how to write the computer programs, but why are we asking you to solve the math problem in assignment 0? So let's try to understand why did we do all these things, why did we revise our high school maths, and why did we revise some of the things which we did in the middle school as well, the menstruation kind of thing where we calculated areas and the ratios. Yeah. So just to give you some food for thought, let us discuss what are the computer programs. In simple words, when you have to explain it to a child that what is the computer program, what do you mean by coding, why do you code? So we code to write a program. So what is the program? Through program we give a set of instructions to computer, some instructions which computer is supposed to follow. So now if we give some complicated instructions to our friends, they might not understand it at first, So the simple way to ensure that everybody is understanding your instructions, the simplest way is to simplify the instruction, keep it as simple as possible. So how we can make it as simple? We can break down the complex problems into smaller problems which can be solved. So if there are certain complex problems, we will try to simplify them by breaking it down into a smaller simple problems, right? And then try to solve it, or when try to give instructions. Same thing applies for the set of instructions. If we are supposed to give some complex instructions, we'll ask them to go step by step. But then how it is related to maths problem? Because in maths, the calculations which we are doing, we are generally using formulas and which are fairly simple and straightforward to understand. Like say for example, this problem 10, in which there was a problem given in words that perimeter of a circle was equal to that of square. So some data was given. What data was given was this particular data of ratio of radius to the side of the square. So we deduced, based on this information, we deduced what is the ratio of radius to side of the square, and then we computed or we calculated the ratio of their respective areas here in this using the formulae. So that is the simplest way to understand how to break down the complex given information into the smaller parts which can be executed and which can be computed. So we have to think like a computer. To give instructions to computer, we have to think like a computer. So that is how we develop the logic for programming. Yeah. So just talking any language is not doesn't make sure that you know the language or you are an expert of that language. Even while speaking or while writing also. We need to know the use of grammar. We need to know how to form sentences while writing small paragraphs or big essays. There should be a logical flow. So similarly, even while writing the computer program, we should follow the logic to solve the problem, and that logic will come by practicing such things which are non-related to computer, but all of us have done, like maths. We have done all these concepts in our school till our 12th standard. We have used probability, we have used mensuration, we have used ratios, we know how to calculate LCM and HCF. So all these concepts which are not related to computer, but which will allow us to think like a computer, which will allow us to break down to process the given information, and to find out what is to be found, to zero upon what formula to be used, and to decide how to solve it. So all these things are easier with maths. So that's why we started with the simple maths problem. And this will help us in thinking like a computer in long run. To master any computer language, we have to think about computer. So it is not just about Python, but it is about the way you are developing your programming language. So that was it from my side. If you have any doubt, you can unmute and ask. If you have not understood any problem, you can type in chat box, or you can unmute and ask. Please somebody try unmuting and asking questions, so that I know if I'm audible, I'm visible. If somebody asking question is audible, ask anything.
Thank you, ma'am. We just wanted to ask whether the solutions are available somewhere for us.
Yeah, so these slides will be shared, which I have marked up here with the calculations and everything. So these slides will be shared with you by people from Swayam portal. They will be uploading this on Swayam portal itself, so that everyone will have access to these slides. And those who could not attend the live session, the recording will be shared with them. The link will be shared on the Swayam platform only. So those who were not able to attend today's session can go to that link and watch the YouTube video of the recording. So I hope I was able to solve the doubt. So we will, if nobody has any doubt, we will end the session today, and we will meet again next week. Thank you.